What is up, YouTube? This is HeyhoBrando. Welcome back to another Palworld 1.0 adventure. Yeah, got a lot of stuff to do today. Was actually able to beat the tower much earlier this time, the one that we had problems in the last one. And yeah, the weapon and just me switching, going back and forth, and also the armor definitely helped out. And this time I actually stayed out of the poisoned area. I actually even came in with some extra healing supplies just in case. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to go through today. Sorry it took so long for this episode, just because now we're at the end game. But by the end, I actually upgrade my base just a little bit in terms of gear, so that we can actually get these Pal Spheres going on. We're almost at the end game and almost at the max level that I can get at. So hopefully things go well. But either way, sit back, enjoy, and let's see how this goes today. So before I did go and fight the tower boss, I wanted to open up the map a bit more to see if I could find some stuff. And I noticed something from the corner of my eye. It was that Pal. It was golden, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like, I was like thinking to myself, like, did Palworld add like shiny variants? I just never noticed it until just now. I find out later, no, it's just a different version of that one that can actually farm gold coins. Do I absolutely need it right now? Not necessarily, because of all the extra stuff I got, but I was like, oh, that's rather cool. I'll have to definitely see if like it does both high oil and also the coin. I can't really remember, but I guess I'm going through it right now just to make sure, because like if I can get the coins and the high oil, then there's no reason why I'm not going to have to put these guys in my farm places so I can get not only high oil, but also the coin. And just going through this right now to see, yeah, it looks like you can get gold coins and high quality Pal oil. But I mean, like, hey, that's pretty good. I got a few of those already at this point too, later on. So we'll see how that one goes there. Deciding to finally go after this tower boss, Seva and Celine. And I actually have that Pal later on. I actually got it from one of the meteor drops, I believe, in the last episode. And really good for the base. I think it's like a level 7 in handling. So yeah, this boss, I just kept switching out my Pals whenever I possibly could, making sure to not make them go below half health, just so I can have them going on, making doubly sure to always check around, making sure I'm not about to hit into any sort of poisoned area, because I was like, yeah, I don't need that happening again, because it seems like I kept dying because of the freaking poison. And yeah, no, once I got this boss done, it was mostly for the fact of now we just gotta keep on going to the next one, which would be the Faybreak island, which, oh boy, I didn't go there till later on because I still wanted to grind up to get more supplies. But yeah, that would be the first time I ever fought this one, and also the first time I'll ever fight the Faybreak one. So we don't get that for this episode. We don't even get to the tower in that episode, but we get close to there, so we can just teleport there when we're ready. So yeah, it was time for me to finally get rid of this area. The second base I had going up and going with all the ore, I was actually able to find out that I was actually getting a lot more iron ingots from them than here alone, type of thing. I was also able to replace the sulfur with stone, so now we're actually not running out of stone, which also means that we're not running out of palladium. I also got rid of the farming area at the second place, and I'm just going to use my main base as a farming area for food. And not in this episode, but in the second episode I will be upgrading it, so I'm not just doing berries. I'm actually going to be switching it up, so I'm actually going to be doing tomato and lettuce, so I can start making salads, because I was told apparently that is much better, especially for working pals for the thing. So I've been doing nothing but berries because it was just so much more easier. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move things around at the main base to make it where I can have the salad making thing going on. But yeah, nope, that base is finally gone, and we'll be making soon a farm area for materials that we're going to need, like the flame organs, wool, and other things that we're gonna really need, because we're gonna need a lot of stuff. It's not gonna be the prettiest place, and I'll have to move these farm areas right over here in a bit, because I found out that they were just outside, so they weren't actually being used, and the people that I have there are just preparing it and not actually using it, so I'll have to move it over a bit. But yeah, this will be my little farm area for materials, but also a breeding farm, which I'll be putting behind this. And yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good place for that, and it's been working out really well for me. It's just that more so for the fact of right now I got no room for it. So once I'm able to unlock the fourth and final base, I'll be able to change that into something else. I might even try to make that into a main base and try to build up walls and all that first before putting things down, because yeah, I think that was the issue before. I was putting too much stuff down and it just wasn't supported enough, so I'm going to have to find a really good flat area when I get to that point. So I didn't know this, that you could actually put 2 crude oil extractors on one oil node. I had no idea about this, and I was just trying to figure this out. The moment I saw the blue, I was like, what? And it actually does work. And unfortunately, this takes me a while, because I've been also making this like nothing but like the ore extractor with very few pals actually working on the thing. So it takes me a while to get this going on. But I was like, huh, I never knew that. Something new for me, and I've been playing this since like 2024. I never heard of this. It just goes to show that I really never got this far, especially more so with the egg run only. So it's like, this is going to be great. And also too, that now that we got the egg farm going up, we're going to be having a lot of high level pals, especially high level mining pals here later on. Haven't shown it in a while, but yep, going after an overworld boss. I have been doing them a lot off screen. It's just that for the fact of I keep showing what I'm doing for doing it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think people really want to see all that going on, especially with the fact of it takes so long now for me to get things going on. I'm just literally going back and forth to collect everything, but I'm still actively going to be doing that sort of thing. But I think like the one main area I will be showing a lot of, or when I do the overworld bosses, will be the Faybreak, the World Tree, and the floating islands, because I've never been there before this episode even came up. But I mean, with the egg run that we did before, yeah, there were some places that we've already been to. You've already seen a lot of the bosses I've beaten, so it's like I'm not really focused on really showing it all at once, because it's like it just makes the video a little bit more harder for me to edit and all that. So if people want to see that, if you want to see me actually bringing in all the bosses that I'm going to be fighting, overworld bosses, just tell me in the comment section below if you want to see all that. So yeah, this is a brand new toy I was able to get. It's a mining laser, and I didn't think it was going to be that good. And then I saw that. Yeah, it actually lagged out my PS5 when doing this. And the only issue I have with it is how quickly it does disintegrate when it comes to using it. But because later on I'm actually able to very quickly smelt down PAL metal and also the PAL steel, I actually don't really care all that much. So really, axe and pickaxe, thing of the past now. I got mining drill now, mining laser, and I'm like, oh boy, that just like dismantled everything. I might still keep my pickaxe and my axe just in case type of thing, because you never know. But, yeah, no, this is something I'm actually enjoying now. The first bit of the egg has been done for the breeding ranch. And yeah, we got the Yurtentide Ingus for it, because I found out that apparently you need this pal for a lot of things. And also the fact that later on, I'm going to need it for my new furnace I have for burning it, because these are high-level pals for farming, or not farming, for kindling. So yeah, I was like, oh wow, that's cool. Now, I was confused at first, because I could have sworn I had 5, but then I realized, oh yeah, I took off the thing because I needed my Frost Stallion for another breeding. I just couldn't find it. I was like counting it, like, wait a second, there's 3 here. Where's the other ones? I'm like, oh, right, I have 1 on me. So, yeah, nope, just the start of my breeding of making these pals going on, and I actually will replace eventually my deer pal with something else. And this is the one I'm actually going to replace my deer with in a bit. It's actually going to be Axagon. Yeah, one of my favorite pals from before 1.0. I always like to have this in my party. Now, probably I'm going to be changing up a lot of things later on, and especially now that with pals having abilities, depending on who you have on your team, who knows, I might do a bunch of other things. I know with my, I'm going to get a flying mount, a better flying mount later on, but unfortunately I can't even use it yet until I get a certain ore, so yeah. Never know what's going to happen in Palworld, I bet. Finally made it to the Faybreak Island. Or I guess you could call it the Scorched Inland. Really just wanted to come here at first because I do actually now have the new furnace up and going. And I knew that this area had these crystals that I need for it. I was under the assumption that these were the only ores I needed. Come to find out later on, you need another one. I'll basically spoil it for you right now. I went looking all over the island looking for it. Anything that looked like I could mine it, I tried to mine it. Anything, I'm looking at the new pals I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, these are kind of cute, I've never seen them before. Yeah, I find out later on that you need to have a metal detector to find the metal. And I was like, okay, night star dust or whatever you want to call it. I was like, okay, maybe it's from the meteorite. Maybe I have to crush the meteorites. Found out you don't. Yeah, I find out later on that there's glowing bits on the ground that you can already see right there. I have to go over those and get them. I didn't find that out until years later, and I didn't. And like, I'm looking at it right now. It said Night Star Stand. And I'm like, I didn't notice that. Like, I was just so focused on getting the quartz because I thought that's all I needed. I'm kicking myself in the ass later. And this is just me showing off how quickly this is actually going now with the PAL steel. It's actually going relatively, like, a lot quicker than before. I mean, the fact that you got 4 PALs going onto this, so now I definitely know I'll have an easy amount of getting it. Definitely can't have multiple on this one area. If anything, what I'll have to do is that I'll have to make other areas onto it, because with the ore farm area that I have going on, I actually now have the 2 oil extractors going on at once. I was able to get 2 electric generators going up at once, so I have like at least 4 pals working on that. It's crazy. I don't want to increase the PAL number on here. I don't want to bring it up to 25 like I thought I did, because that's just like, I think I fully agree that 20 PALs are good and 4 bases are just as fine, because I can make the 4th base something like akin to my main base with a few little things here and there and keep this area as, you know, production or do something like that. But I do eventually want to make a full-on real, this is my base, this is my home for Palworld. But we'll see how that goes on. We never know how this is going to go, especially with my weird ideas on how things go. Remember when I told you about I couldn't find those metal, and I'll need a metal detector later on? This was the area I thought it was going to be at, and I actually could not find it for the life of me. And also these anti-air things are really pissing me off, so I'm going to have to figure out about those, and I think that's going to have to be something with the mission onto it. So I'm just like looking around, trying to figure out where all this is. I even attacked thinking like, okay, if I see the numbers, these are mineable, but I'm not finding anything. So I decided to say, screw it, look it up, realize, oh my god, I need a metal detector. So I was like, okay, how do I go get a metal detector? Find that out. Okay, need those night shards. Remember the ones I said I was going to kick myself later on? Yeah, I thought that you need to get the meteorite shards and grind them up. So I'm going around collecting the ones I just left around the map, and found that you can crush them. So I was like, okay, let me go look them up, and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. So I basically now have to wait after this video is done for it to become nighttime, so I can then go on, find it, get a lot of it. I don't need a lot, but I'm going to need a lot of it for building other things later on. I know I need at least 3 for the metal detector. I can make it right off the get-go, so that's good for me. But, yeah. And it's going to be fun. But hopefully in the next episode, we'll be able to beat the next tower. I think this is the final tower. I think it is. I'm not sure because I've never gone here. I don't know if there's going to be any more towers over here. But then after that, we're definitely going to be fighting the big level pals. I mean, as you can see, I'm level 75 right now, almost at level 80. We definitely need to bring up our other pals level and figure out the team that we're going to bring onto it. But either way, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Palworld 1.0 Adventure. Not the most exciting one. It was just basically me grinding all over again. But next episode will be a lot more exciting. I'll be showing a lot more fights, a lot more overworld bosses, just to get things going on. A lot of stuff is happening in the background of stuff. And hey, tell me in the comment section below, would you want to see a live stream? I can only do those on the weekends, unfortunately. And this weekend I won't be able to because hopefully I'm going on vacation. Yeah, and I'll actually be away from my PlayStation for at least a full week. So this might be the last episode for at least a week or 2 at the most. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section below. It could be chicken butt for all I care. Until next time, this has been HeyhoBrando, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.